Hey girls! Alright, I have 2 sleeping children, so trying to stay somewhat quiet, but I have some tired eyes today. I have a bad sinus headache, so bear with me if my eyes start watering. It's because I have it's mostly on this side. I don't know if you can tell, but this eye was like really swollen when I woke up this morning, so I'm just trying to get through the day with that. But Don comes home tonight. I haven't seen him since Tuesday. He's working up in Jacksonville, which is about 2.5 hours from where I'm staying. So he'll go up and work for a couple days, and then he comes back down and stays with us. So, alright. I'm just going to give it a second, and I'm going to share my video in our group just so that people know that I'm on. But I am going to go ahead and share my notes for approaching boutiques that I learned, hey Michelle, from our training that I went to a couple weeks ago. A couple of you were asking me about this, about sharing my notes and things. So before I do want to mention that if you guys go on YouTube or even search in Hey Lisa, alright, good, I'm glad you're on. If you go, so I'm going to share my notes from 2 girls who are crown princesses. They both own a salon together, so they own the same salon. They're just good friends. They're both crown princesses, and I think they've only been in the business for a year. Not that that matters, but just giving you a little bit of background. So, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So they spoke at our training, and they talked about, obviously, approaching boutiques. And they taught it to us in a way that I really liked it because they are a boutique, and they kind of gave us advice from their standpoint. And one of the things that really stuck out to me the most was how they said, they mentioned this a few times, how don't ever be afraid to go into a boutique and talk to someone about it, because you have no idea how much, I'm just going to talk to you like the way she was talking to us. You have no idea how many people go into boutiques and stores and bridal shops and whatever the case, trying to, talk to them about getting something on their shelves. She said it's not weird if you go in there to talk to them. It's not like an unusual thing. One of the girls was saying she has someone come in every single day trying to talk to them about something, and she doesn't get annoyed because most of the time it's a product that can help build their business, and they want to see it. They want to know ways to increase their sales. They want to know, what people are into, and usually the people that are coming in have a product that's gonna benefit their business. So they're always open to hearing what you have to say. So don't ever feel like you're bothering them or they don't want to hear from you. They do, and it's not weird or unusual. They have someone come in almost every day. So to me, that really stuck out. I was like, okay, that made me feel a little bit better and not so like I was being pushy or something, right? So when she said that, I was just like really open to start going into boutiques, because she just made it really clear, like, this is not weird. We have someone come in all the time. Every single day we have someone come in. And if you're going to help my business, I want to hear about it. Dylan's crying. Let me just go grab her. I'm just going to hold her and I'll read you my notes. Okay. It's never a good time to do these videos. They were both dead asleep. Alright, so, sorry, I'm gonna keep going because this is important, and I think you guys need to have these notes, because one of the things that those girls talked about was Sorry, I don't know where I saved my notes. One of the things that they mentioned to me that really stuck out to me as well was getting one yes from a boutique can take your business to a whole new level. So the two boutique girls, right? I'm just going to call them the boutique girls. Their sponsor, the person who sponsored them, was there at the training as well. Her name's Jenny Buchanan. She sponsored these two, or I don't know if it was two of them, but she went into the boutique to talk to them, and those girls signed up. And it completely changed Jenny Buchanan's business. And so getting one business, boutique, whatever, can really change your business. So just think of it that way. You don't really need to think of it as like you need hundreds or tens or 20. Like one can completely change your business. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I think that's why it's important that you guys have these notes and know how to do this and are willing to try to do it, because it can really help you. All right, so getting into it. All right, so I'm just going to start with going into the boutique. So so I wrote down they are used to people coming in to try to sell them stuff, totally normal. A few tips for when you do go in to see them. She said, wear bright lips, have your stripes, right? So the whole bright lips thing is because usually when you show people this stuff and you have on a bright color, it's really like a wow factor, right? I know whenever I'm wearing a color like this, like you can tell, but when I have on like blue red or Kiss for a Cause or something, Owen is trying to touch Dylan. He goes, "Aw." That's so cute. So if you have, she said, wear bright lips, wear your stripes. They are going to be that's like the wow factor. What? Let me stand up. I'm so sorry. Of course, this just always happens, but you know what? We're just going to go with it. All right. Cool. So, wear stripes, bold lips. She said, the owner of the boutique, who else just hopped on? Hey, Michelle. The owner of the boutique will probably not even be there when you go in, and that is totally okay. She said that it's actually a little bit better if you can talk to the employees of the store, and here is why. So when you walk into the boutique, do not go in and say, "Hi, can I speak to your manager?" or "Hi, can I speak to the owner?" Because the employees of the store, the girls that are sitting at the counter or whatever, they are going to have more pull with the boss or manager, right? So it does make a lot of sense, because the girls are the ones that are staying in the store all day long. They see the people that are coming in. They're the ones that are really selling people and helping them pick stuff out. The boss, the manager, I'm sure they're there helping or whatever the case, but those girls that are at the front table, ringing people up, etc., they're going to be the ones who are going to go to the boss and be like, "Oh my God, we need to get this in the store. I think our customers would love it," etc., etc. So when you walk in, don't just assume that you need to talk to the manager or the boss. Instead, just go right up to whoever is there and talk to them and wow them, show them the product, talk to them about it, and then of course you can mention about the boss or the manager down the road. But that was another thing that kind of stuck out to me, because in my mind, I was going to walk right in and say, "Hi, is there a boss or a manager here that I can talk to?" But when they said that, it kind of made a lot of sense, because the employees are going to be the ones that have the pull with the manager. So, another thing, make sure that the boutique you're going into doesn't already sell lip scents. They said that you would be surprised how many people, or girls, I guess, call or come into their store asking them to start to sell lip scents. And they're both already distributors, crown princesses, successful businesses. Like, So it kind of just makes you look a little silly if you don't know who you're going to talk to. You could simply call them and ask them, or if you shop there already, then you'll know. Or you can go in one day and look around and get a feel for the place and make sure they're not, and then go back another day or whatever. Or browse around and then go up and talk to them. So make sure they're not already selling it. Hold on. Another thing, so creating a relationship with the employees, same thing as I mentioned before. Instead of coming in to ask for a manager, just start talking to the girls there. They're going to be the ones that will have the pull and will kind of be on your side when you go to talk to the manager or whatever. So be prepared. So there is going to be, I'm going to share two pictures, pictures that I took at the training. I just took them on my phone, but it was up on like a PowerPoint. And when you go into the boutique, you're going to have to kind of recreate them. I guess I could recreate them for you, because I need them as well. But basically they are two little like flyer handout things. And they're basically giving you points as to like why you need this stuff in your business. And one of the points, well, there's a lot of points on there that I liked, but basically it says like, I'm not even going to show you. What can it do for your business? So when you go into these boutiques and these stores, basically they just want to know like, what is this going to do for my business? How is this going to help me? Of course, they're interested in the product, but we already know the product works. So after you show them the product or get them to be like wowed with it, which is easy, you just have to show it to them and how it works and explain it a little bit. The next thing they're going to want to know is, what is in this for me? How is this going to help my business? And that is where you need to be prepared with these little flyers that I have. So I have two, and I can recreate them because I need them for myself anyway. But it's basically saying like, what can it do for your business? So I'm just going to quickly read it. Requires small display area, MSRP markup up to 100%. So that is boutique wording. So that is what they want to know. How much money am I going to make off this? So a markup of 100% is amazing. Especially, that's what those girls said. They said, you guys, it's very rare that you have a product in your store that's a markup of 100%. Average gross sales increase of 5%. That's another thing that a boutique owner is going to want to know. Consumable product creates repeat customers. We all know that. Once someone tries it, they basically want another color or more gloss, or they need to pick up an extra remover. And then no minimums or quotas. So that's all that's on this little flyer. And it looks cute. It has like a little girl on it, I don't know, with red lips. But those are the things that a boutique owner is going to be concerned about. How much money do I have to put up? How much space does it take up? How much money am I going to make off it? And what kind of customers am I going to be bringing in? Am I going to be bringing in people that come back? Or is it just going to be like a one-time thing? So that's just like one flyer. And then the second flyer, sorry. This one has a lot more information on it, but it's kind of another thing like, what's in it for me? Number one, leading lip color. Breakthrough color stay technology. This just kind of describes the product and how it can help them. Increases retailers' gross sales by an average of 5%. And again, display area of 18 by 18 needed. Price point is on target with average boutique ticket. Consumable product that leads to repeat sales. Today Show, People Magazine, and other social media and celebrity hype. So that's pretty much the same thing. I don't remember if they said they use both of them now that I read them, because they kind of sound the same. You could probably condense it to just one flyer. But do you see what I mean? Like, so a distributor like me and you, we want to know like more about the team aspect and how to really make some money. But as a retailer or a boutique owner, they want to know. They don't care about the business, so don't even talk to them about that. But they want to know, how is this going to help my sales? And what kind of space do I need, and customers. Alright, so I will share that stuff with you. Let me go back to my notes. If Dee Dee will cooperate. tea party. Yay, tea party. Let me put her on the floor. Maybe she'll play. Alright. Let me try to come down again. Alright, so let me get back to approaching the boutique. And I'm going to just go ahead and share my notes with you guys because I know this video is probably a little all over the place with her crying and stuff. But, alright. So, when you go in to talk to them, you basically are just going to talk to them as if you're like showing them your stripes. Talk to them about the product. You don't want to give too much information and overload them because you have those flyers and you don't really need to. They can kind of ask questions as you go, but yeah, just talk about the product, how it works, wear your stripes, bold lips, that's it. Win over the employees, show them the papers that you have, and then I would also throw in there how Senegence is selling more than the top 5 cosmetic companies combined, like Revlon and all them. You can get those facts. I think I shared it in our online group, in our Facebook group. But that's something that they'll want to know as well. One thing not to do is don't leave a beauty book. I know for me, I was thinking, oh, I'll just drop off a beauty book in my business card. But no, leaving a beauty book is just going to be way too much. They don't care about tinted moisturizer and all that stuff. They want the lip sense, and that's probably all they're going to want because that's our wow factor product. That's something that their customers are going to want. And that's really all they're going to be interested in. So, alright, so I hope that helps with approaching them. She didn't really say anything about like setting up an appointment. Again, she just mentioned winning over like the front desk and the employees. So I would just go in and start talking to the person at the front desk as if they are the owner, right? And then just go from there. If they say, oh, this is something so-and-so needs, she's not here right now, just be like, okay, great, and you can always explain it to them. Yes, Michelle, I'll talk about follow-up. But as far as approaching, I think that's pretty much everything that they shared. So, good points, all really good points, all things that I wasn't gonna do. Like, I was gonna leave a beauty book, I was gonna ask for the manager, and I'm sure all of you guys were thinking the same thing, but, yeah, don't do those things. Alright, so, don't leave a beauty book, etc. Alright, so, following up with the boutique. This is where a lot of people will fall short, I guess, but she said, follow up within a week. What else did I write down? She said you can do things like, kind of out of the ordinary, mailing a letter or mailing a thank you note, and throwing in like a $5 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. That's totally optional. You don't have to do that. But if you guys think you had a really good first impression with them, mailing them a little thank you note with a $5 gift card, if you think, you know, that it went really well. What? She's teething. Come here. Following up within a week with like a handwritten letter, or mailing them something, a thank you note, mailing them with like a little gift card is a really great idea. And the reason why she said that was because she said, do you guys, like, you have no idea how many times I get an email or a text message, or not a text message, a phone call or like a voicemail or something. She said, but to open up like a thank you card or with a gift card in it or a thank you note or something like that is just gonna be what gets you kind of in the door. All right. And then one other thing that she did say about that is, if you follow up and they still kind of like aren't sure, she said to offer to set up in the boutique one day, like set up a little table, and you can kind of treat it like a like a live party or something, like a hostess party where you have people coming in and you are just showing them the product, and then this way they can see if their customers would respond well to it. She said if you did do this, the sales that day are all yours. The boutique doesn't get like a cut or anything. It's just a way for the boutique to see how it would work. Baby. I know, sorry. I think she's just hungry, to be honest with you. Alright, so I don't have too much more. Following up, blah, 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 mail a handwritten note, offer to set up a test launch and introduce the product. And then after that, I have some notes on what you do once they do decide to join, like how to set it up in their store. And I'm just gonna go quickly through these and I'll share my notes with you. Come on, Dee. I think she's hungry. Alright, maybe I'll wait to do that. I'll wait to show you guys how to do, how to set it up. Because I think Dee, whoops, is over it. Are you over it, Dee? Alright, so, Lisa, this was for you. No, not really. This is for everybody, but I'm glad that you were able to get on. I hope that helped. Again, I will share my notes. But yeah, that's all I have. I do have as far as like setting up once they join, but I'm not going to be able to do that right now, which I don't think is important at the moment. I think approaching should be your main thing, and then we can talk about moving forward. All right, I'm going to hop off. Do you guys have questions? If you have questions, post them below or shoot me a message. Bye.